My name is Derek Buffo, and I've been a part of the hosting support scheme for the past 15 years. I guess I would say it's interesting, and it can be quite fun. Um, you share your space with a young person. Young person moves into your house. You do meet for the first time. You kind of get to know each other, and we have an open and honest discussion about rules, what the expectations are, and what my expectation as a provider is. And basically, that's just how we start. And it's about making them feel comfortable in your home, and obviously enabling a trusting relationship to develop between yourself and the young person. And once that is established, things just run quite okay. The main thing I hope when a young person comes in is to let them experience living within a family household, and helping them, like I said earlier, to maximize the skills. I mean, some of them come with quite limited skills. Some of them are quite okay, and they just need a little bit more support. So basically, what I help them with is to have a stable place to live, to make sure that in terms of welfare, their welfare needs are being met. They're eating, they're cooking, they're functioning to a degree, and able to go out and able to feel confident. So basically, that's all that I look for in a nutshell. But like I said, each and every young person is slightly different in terms of what skill set everybody brings to the placement. I try to always befriend the young person. So obviously they feel free, and then they can talk to me about what the issues are. Sometimes, yeah, I kind of adapt that model, because sometimes once you befriend the young person and they feel openly able to talk to you, that's the only way you can get to know what's actually worrying them. Because sometimes if you don't, then obviously they become quite closed, and then basically you can live under the same household and you'll not be able to talk to them. So it's about, I tell them a bit about myself, I ask them where they're coming from, I ask them about their journey to the placement, what's worked for them if they've been in other places or not, or what they hope to achieve, or what they hope to do with their life. So basically, I want to be part of their journey. And I think once the young person knows that you were actually interested in them and you want to help them to move forward, usually tends to that tends to make them trust you and be open to you, and which is all I want in a placement, really. A lot of young people who are coming to care are actually in care because of things that have happened or things that have gone wrong in their life. So that is not to be dismissed, So they may put up a front, they may say, I'm okay, I'm fine. But deep down, you know, sometimes there are issues, and I don't think that should be overlooked. I think sometimes when I'm at home with young people, I possibly put on my social work hat as a social worker. Fortunately, sometimes you just can't get the hat off. So you kind of think about emotional well-being, because that is what real fulfillment and happiness is all about. So in as much as I'm showing them things, do this, do that, I'm always also want to be checking on them emotionally. How are you? How is your day? When I see them, how was college today? Or they've been to an interview, or how did it go? So I'm always very particular about that. And it's not in an intrusive way. It's just like, it's an open question, So sometimes, oh, everything went fine, brilliant. Oh, that's great, But it didn't really go well. Okay, do you want to talk about it? And sometimes, yes, most of the time they actually want to talk about it. But sometimes young people, when they come in your house and you don't really approach them, because they kind of feel like they kind of becoming more of a burden on you. So I always want to have that gate kind of open, or that door left ajar, just to let them know all the time that, look, if you want to talk, I'm actually ready to talk. And sometimes you can talk to me when I'm home, or if you want to text me when I'm at work, whatever. So I just give them that opportunity. I have hosted quite a lot of young people, And sometimes it can be challenging. Young people just need to be understood. They need to be spoken to at a level, and they need transparency. And in as much as you can do your best in providing all of this, the placement might start and it might have a few teething problems because it's just human. People are just trying to get adjusted to living with people. And once you're able to overcome the hurdle, young person feels very confident living in your home and assured and feel like they've been looked after. And you will reap the rewards. I invest a lot of time into young people, and I know there are times when I go through reviews and everything is always okay. There's nothing to complain, because if you put in the work with a young person, you definitely reap the reward, because all the young people just want to know is that there is a trusting relationship and they feel accepted within your home, and you're able to help them when you can. That's all. When when I help them with something and then they say, "Oh, thank you, Derek," or "Just thank you," I just feel very fulfilled, because I know that they've obviously benefited, or I have been able to support them in a way. Thank you is all out. It's more than enough. If they just say, "Oh, thank you," that's all really. Just show that they're happy, they're safe. And I always ask them, about the placement. I said, "How do you think things are going?" And then they give me honest views, where things are really brilliant or where you think we might change things. And then we kind of just talk about it. So where I feel very fulfilled is when the young person has got that relationship with me and honesty and transparency. That's all I want. I've got a full-time job. Um, Yeah, I am a mental health social worker as well. I'm also and I'm an approved mental health practitioner. So obviously, I have always been working since I started this scheme. What I would say is, if you've got a spare room, obviously if you've got a space that a young person can stay and is quite comfortable, and you're such a person and you are a people person, you're such a person who will be able to offer someone a space in your household, you know to help them, to kind of maximize their skills towards going to live independently. I would advise you that you strongly um, consider this. Obviously, I've been working with Bexley, and I hold on a full-time job. I hold on a very, very busy full-time job, and I still get a lot of support from the team. Um, I know there could be meetings, there could be appointments, but Bexley team are quite supportive, and they'll work around you, and to make sure that they enable you to be able to maintain a job, and as much as looking after a young person as well. So I know sometimes people are in two minds, but obviously I've done it and they're quite supportive. So if you feel you got a spare room and then you got a place that you can offer young person support and you got a bit of time to offer them emotional support and teach them life skills, I would strongly advise that you consider this.